welcome to Perspectives. Another interesting day. But my apologies for starting the show late. It's a sad reason. The reason is all of my guests were stuck in traffic. I was myself stuck in traffic. I usually take Shara Faisal, but today I realized that there was some protest, so I took another route, which is the Baloch Colony bypass. And I got stuck there as well. And to my absolute dismay, with me, there were ambulances. There were people suffering. There was not one ambulance, various ambulances. I need to say two things. One, when you hear a screeching, screaming ambulance behind you, even if you have to drive onto something, get out of the way for God's sake. It's only a matter of time, either you or me or someone we know will be in that ambulance. Learn to get out of the way of an ambulance. Do not race with it. When you hear an ambulance, a siren, move out of the way for God's sake. Second thing I would like to say here today. All these protests happening in cities, I understand you have political or whatever grudges. Please continue with the protests. Maintain your stances. Demand, argue, protest, do your dharnas, do your sit-downs, do whatever. Do not, I beg you, do not disrupt public life. Political parties may have wasted billions, trillions of rupees and dollars, but every time you block a road in a city like Karachi or Lahore, you waste fuel worth millions. You waste time of thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of people. That time is worth any political advantage or any other change you could gain from your protest. Learn. We are in 2013. It's a new world, for God's sake. Learn to protest. Learn to demand. If you're going to continue in this decade to demand by breaking, disrupting, and harming others, all I can say is there is no hope for betterment. I'm sorry for this rhetoric, you may call it, but I've wasted 12 minutes of very valuable time waiting for my guests, rushing myself, seeing people in ambulances. It's very sad. Anyways, on 9th of May, the last show before the election, we had two candidates, one from PML-N, one from Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf on the show, and we had four young people questioning them directly. The question was, why should we vote for you? Now, after the election, clearly one party has lost and one has won with a great mandate, with a huge mandate. So today we tried to do a continued questioning session of that show with just one candidate who is now from the winning party, PML-N. My dear friend and guest, Mr. Nehal Hashmi, thank you very much for taking the time out. And unfortunately, partly because of traffic and partly for another reason which I'd like to mention just now, not the same panelists are here, but three of our guests have arrived. I'd like to introduce them. On my left, the infamous Mr. Bilawal Kuso. Bilawal, thank you very much. You've become a star now, haven't you? Mr. Abu Bakr, who's a student of IBA. Abu Bakr, thank you very much. And Mr. Aslan Ahmed, also a student of IBA. Thank you very much. Two young ladies who were here last time did not want to come today for two reasons. One, they said, what's the point of asking these questions? And the second reason, which they gave me, one of them gave me this morning, was that Mr. Nehal Hashmi was very aggressive last time. We don't want to face it again. Politicians themselves, they elect you. Why are they scared of you?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me here today. I want to know, we are in Mars or Jupiter? As you have mentioned in your earlier comment that the new world, so I was thinking of it that we have left this world or we have entered into, because earlier in the election slogans we heard New Pakistan. So there was a text that it was too costly, so we repair the same Pakistan. So once again, it is not a new world.
Election, you can take
it is not a new world, my dear friend. It is the same world, but with new technologies and new environments. So
And hopefully new thoughts.
New thoughts. That's the right point. I do apologize to everyone who is scared of facing me. It is my aggressive attitude. I must compliment myself. Because of that, the people has come out. A huge and large scale turning out. Everyone witnessed that Pakistan has crossed its limit. It is a historic moment when either it is a kid or an old one or a lady, it is a rural or urban, a business class, a slum area, a DH area, a colony, whatever. You just mention whatever you say. But a large number of people came out to make sure that they are the shareholder of Pakistan system and Pakistan, and they want to input their views and their rights, and they want to give a signal, a message to the political parties and forces of Pakistan that they want to rule this country. They want to see that who want to rule this country, and the massive mandate of common Pakistani. So I again appreciate your views, but I will throw your camera. I would like to request the young ladies to come forward, and I hope that you have casted your vote. No matter your vote was your candidate was lose or win, but you made your point. You
supported with the kind of scenario that came out after the elections, like for instance the kind of behavior certain parties have shown towards this whole process, and also the fact that I personally witnessed something really closely while I was casting my vote, and I'm really sorry to say this, but this whole country has become a joke. Now, I'm giving a very big statement here, but I have things that will back my argument. I went for voting, and there I see the voter list, okay? Now, the place where I live has 2 blocks, okay? But in the voter list, there were people registered for the 3rd block, for the 4th block, for the 5th block, for even the 6th block. Those blocks don't even exist in the real world.
That's not his fault.
No,
I'm coming to that.
Go ahead, Lawal, go ahead.
So now I assume that your party is going to be in power.
Okay.
So how are you planning to, first of all, fix all those blunders in the voting process
for the next election?
For the next, and also one more thing, that this should be like this, something that I witnessed. Okay, but there might be like things like this throughout Pakistan. I'm not just targeting Karachi here. So what are you planning to fix the blunders in the electoral system? Okay.
Bilawal, you people are creating a new history. You are creating a new history for Pakistan's election process. I myself, and on behalf of the political forces of Pakistan, I must appreciate your efforts and thank you very much for exposing our electoral process and system. If you don't go over there, you don't go and don't witness by yourself how we came to know. You are the person, you are the tool, you are the instrument to identify the black and white of our electoral system.
If I may interject, I think technology has also helped greatly, the amount of videos that have come out.
Yeah, but
a lot of people have spoken out. Yeah, first time ever.
First time ever, the young and youth and future of Pakistan is talking like that. So he is taking keen interest. Rest assured you, we are human beings, we are not machine, nor we are angels. But rest assured that we will inshallah try to improve all these things, and we will try that next time you won't get such difficulties and such problems.
A census has been a huge sticking point.
That is again a problem.
Overdue.
The same system, the same mechanism, the same departments, they are conducting the census, they are enrolling the voters. But now they came to know that people like you are watching very closely. Beside media, beside international observer, you are the great and the first observer. You are not only observing, but you are voting for the system, to change the system. So rest assured that within this 5 years of time, the next time we will meet, if inshallah we are continued, then inshallah you will get a new opportunity.
I think you don't really have a choice given the way this whole information age has opened things up. I think the demand will be very...
Exactly.
Oh, Bakr, please.
Thank you. I would like to know the stance of Muslim League N on the issue of drone strikes. I guess this
on the issue of
drone strikes.
Drones.
I guess the most critical issue of Pakistan is right now is economy, but that is related to our law and order situation. If that doesn't get better, our economy cannot stand on their feet.
Let me ask you for a little clarity in the question. Why are you focusing on drone attacks?
Right.
If you go beyond the political rhetoric,
Yeah.
drones are just would you prefer manned aircrafts doing it?
What I am here asking is that because of the drone strikes, in the name of casualties, what they say is that collateral damages. Yeah, lot of people get hurt.
Sure.
Get the children of the dead father, the father of the dead children will go and shake their hands with the Taliban.
I got it.
For the record, I'd like to rephrase this question just slightly. Drones is something we cannot avoid anymore in the world. There will be drone wars, and I give 3-4 years, it'll be drones. It'll be drones everywhere. The fact that they are using whatever technology, the fact that there is collateral damage and there are attacks and so on, I think I would like to address that. Not just drones,
Faisal, this word I heard collateral after the Iraq Gulf War, and largely it was used by the American and ISAF forces when they invaded Iraq, and thereafter when they invaded Afghanistan. There is a lame excuse, we want to avoid this collateral damage. So this collateral is most probably used for this particular class and army and the forces. I, Abu Bakr, rest assure you, right now at the moment, I can't give you 100% answer. But what is my experience, and people have witnessed, that it is known to everyone that Pakistan is a nuclear power. Pakistan is not only a nuclear power, but also a human power. We have 180 million people. Not only a human power.
Young people.
Not only a human power. Skilled human. Skilled in terms of business, banking, media, technology, medicine. We are not living in African jungle. Okay? So if these matured people will go to the parliament with given the full mandate to the elected representative, definitely we will pass the message to those who are using this drone that it is enough. Those who allowed you in past were not elected representatives. Now it is not me. It is 180 million people with nuclear power. So most probably they are very smart. They will understand our viewpoint, and rest assure you that on the other hand, if we conduct our internal security without any bias, with not hiding anything from the nation, rest assure you, we will control these internal security problems across the board. We will apply the rule of law. When we will apply the rule of law, then ultimately we will suppress the terrorism. When we will suppress the terrorism, nobody else has a right to pinpoint towards Pakistan, and nobody will be allowed to use any drone or any further technology. And you are very right. When there is a drone threat and casualty or collateral damage, obviously the victims will come out. They will hide and they will cry and they will make a lot of problems. So when there is a lot of problems in major cities like Karachi, there will be no investment.
I would like to continue what Abu Bakr said and continue a question, and then I will ask another question. First, we know that we were into a contract with the USA about these drones. So should we expect that PML-N will take the population of Pakistan in confidence and will tell us if it will make a contract like this against the sovereignty of Pakistan, say, or if it really thinks that it is in the favor of Pakistan for this drone attacks?
And what's your next question?
And the next question is that just before the election day, we have seen a very tragic incident in Lahore. It was the fire incident in LDA building. And if we critically evaluate that who was the beneficiary of that incident, we have to say that PML-N was a kind of beneficiary of that incident. So are you going to launch a investigation of this incident, and how soon are you going to launch an investigation of this incident?
Okay, I need to go towards a break, but before I take this break, I'm going to make a couple of comments. Many buildings have been burnt before. In Karachi, there was this building... No, before that, long time ago, near Pakistan Chowk, we used to keep all our records.
Yeah.
I don't remember the best.
Old radio
Press
building.
Trust.
Old radio building, I guess.
Yes.
Press
Trust building, old radio station building. All these buildings have burnt before to destroy records. PMSC twice. And these things have happened repeatedly. So I would not say that PML-N was very beneficial, but the outgoing governments typically are. In case they had lost, it's a hypothetical discussion. So I'd like Nehal to answer that question as well. But about the drones, I really want to open this debate, not today, but at some point. A contract for drones have to be shut down, drones have to be stopped. I really urge you, the young people, to start thinking slightly objectively. There is a war in that area. We need to question the war. We need to see if we want that war. We need to see how we want to fight that war. But drone is, I don't know what PML-N stance would be, but I'm making a very personal statement. It's nothing but a technology. Would you like American F-17s and 18s to be doing sorties out there? Would you like American troops to be on ground killing people? Or drones? These are just instruments. So go beyond the word drone. It doesn't matter where they're taking off from. They can park USS Enterprise right there and start launching from there. That's irrelevant. The relevant question is, how will we deal with this war on terror? How will we deal with the insurgencies? I would like you to focus on that. Let's take a short break. Thanks for staying with us. You're watching Perspectives. Before we went to the break, I think you used the word insurgency incorrectly. And I was actually looking up the meaning of the word insurgency during the break. What I'm referring to, and our biggest conflict and biggest challenge right now, is this war on terror. The war on our fronts, which has somehow come right amidst us. It's exploding bombs, killing people. It is creating a state of terror within our society. That was my reference. And Nehal Sahab, I would like you to, because that's really a
before going to answer you, sir, I would like to answer Mr. Arsalan's question. Mr. Arsalan has mentioned that there is a contract. So, Arsalan, in international diplomacy and international politics, there is no such a word called contract. Contract is a word meaning between two countries, two companies and two communities might be. Internationally, it is known as convention or signatory or a treaty. So there is no convention on this, rest assure you. There is no treaty in between Pakistan and any other government, Western government or ISAF or NATO. We don't sign any. And the third one is signatory. We are also not signatory to any such forces. So, this is not a contract. And the fourth one is very latest. It has been emerged as a tool of international and diplomatic world. That is called MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. So there is no even a Memorandum of Understanding. If you're going for a convention, you have to put that bill before the parliament. You have to get it through from the parliament, upper house and lower house. If there is a treaty, you have to put it in the parliament. If you are a signatory, even you have to put, and then the Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, do go and weight it, that whether it contains our viewpoint or not. It was an oral agreement and understanding and contract between a dictator having no commitment with the nation, not following in the masses, but to retain his power or his chair. He has given his word.
Just like an informal arrangement.
A formal arrangement. In the capacity of Pakistan's sovereign authority, he was not having that right.
So will your
The
government
sovereign
now be
authority of
questioning it, sir?
Pakistan, yes, the sovereign authority of Pakistan is the Parliament of Pakistan. And the Parliament of Pakistan gives this power to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or to the Speaker or to the member of the Parliament or the Leader of the House.
So you will be questioning and reevaluating
Of
this.
course, we will invite each and every respective members of this Parliament that they do exercise their will, their vision, their
And I
expertise, and then we come to a consensus that whether it is applicable or not. On the other hand, there is another question. We don't allow any foreign forces, whosoever, to use our soil for any terrorist purpose, whether it is Pakistani to across the border and go to neighbor country or any country, nor we allow any foreign troops and force to hit our people by any means. If my people is bad, they are involved in any crime, they are involved, our forces is quite enough to hold them, to catch them and put them before the court, before the law.
And even if someone needs to operate, they have to operate throughout.
On the other hand, again, it is a very difficult subject and task.
Okay,
we have to find out who are the culprit actual, who are the behind the
part of
culprit.
his question is left. Aslan also, I think, meant that
The building.
No, about the contract or the understanding. I think the question was that there is this vagueness. Nobody knows what really is. So will the facts, the history, be disclosed to people of Pakistan? What is happening?
Sure, 200% we will disclose. Very recently, the former dictator has disclosed it in his press interview that it was me who has given an oral approval to the American, then the American president, that yes, you go ahead to eliminate these forces. But again, there is a question of Pakistan's sovereignty. If today Americans are using this force, tomorrow the Chinese will come, day after tomorrow the Indians will apply, day after tomorrow the Russians will.
All systems are bypassed.
We can't allow anyone. On the other hand, we have to again investigate who are the forces behind these forces, who are providing them logistic support, financial support, technology, and a lot of other things. On the other hand,
now coming to the actual war. The enemies, who are the enemies?
We have to look. We can't want to level any allegation on anyone. We have an ample of time. Make sure, we rest assured to the nation that we will do according to the will of the Pakistani people. We are the will of Pakistan. We are not an authority. We can't exercise our own right. We have to follow. The government will follow the will of the people of Pakistan. And you asked about LDA. Brother, it is bad fortune, misfortune for Pakistani nation. And I was witnessing that. And I asked my family, don't switch on this. I don't want to see this when a person is falling down from building to the road. It was technically two mistakes, because if they came to know that there is a fire and they can't rescue everyone, then they should put something on the ground to protect at least. But this, again, unfortunate. We are not beneficiary. We don't want to be beneficiary against the precious life of any Pakistani. No, brother, no. We do follow. If it is an allegation, yes, we do admit that we are the right-wing parties. We are the right-wing forces, and we do follow. And we always observe that what Almighty Allah says, "Ek insan ka qatl, puri insaniyat ka qatl." One man's.
But I think he was inferring that,
So we are not. There is no conspiracy. This is an accident. And rest assured, yes, we will do
investigate
we will investigate the matter. Definitely, it was a collateral damage. It is a collateral damage when the building and the human are.
Continuing the topic that we're talking about, LDA building, you will be, inshallah, in the government very soon. So, what are you planning to put some restrictions in terms of what to show on the media, what not? Because the visuals that were shown right there, like a person jumping to save his life, those were, I guess, the last moments of his life. So, showing such visuals on TV, don't you think it's a bit unethical and unfair to the profession as well? So, what are you planning to, are you planning to put some guidelines in terms of what to show, what not? And if yes, then how are you planning to do? Because right now, I know we have FEMRA, but it's not very much functional, I guess. They're not doing anything.
Question.
Bilawal, a very deep-rooted question. I don't want to.
Difficult question. I will have.
I don't want to raise fingers on anyone.
No, I'm not raising finger on anyone.
No. I don't want to. I know the responsibilities and
I'm just trying to clear myself
of various institutes, individuals.
Yeah.
But rest assured you, it is again not my duty. Let the forthcoming Minister of Information may come. I will suggest Mr. Faisal Qureshi to put this question before that Information Minister, that whether he will allow. I am not going to be the Information Minister, rest assured.
But General,
but we will do something, inshallah.
But I would like to generalize this question. No channels, no actors, not taking any names. But we have, as a society, as institutions, been slightly irresponsible. In our freedom, we have at times forgotten the limits of that freedom. Now the tricky part of this
fully agreed with you.
The tricky part of this question is that PML-N is accused of being heavy-handed with such elements in the past, and now it's really complicated, because if you try to enforce, you'll say, you're trying to control media. But if you don't, then people like these question, why aren't you controlling? So that's why it's a tricky situation.
Yeah, very right. But we are maturing ourselves day by day, not as a political force, as the observer, as a political activist, as a viewer as well. You just go and make a survey. The viewers even don't like such things. That such kind of openness, if you use abusive word against a woman or a religion or a section of people, the people dislike. They say, no, you are very wrong. Don't abuse like that. So there is a limit of every freedom. So once again,
a perfect example of how this world has changed. You interrupted Nehal just now, and Sushi Chronicles on Twitter says somebody informed Bilawal, do not interrupt. This whole society has become a watchdog, which is fantastic. So you can say.
My question is regarding intra and interprovincial harmony. Now, when Punjab government, PML-N Punjab government and PPP national government, they were in friction during all these 5 years. Now the situation is almost changed. Now the national government is run by PML-N and provincial will be run by PPP.
I mean,
coalition, coalition also. And then there will be issues like energy crisis, the
law and order
situation, other things. And the next is intra-provincial, like South Punjab. There's a lot of voice over there that they are raising, and it is they are feeling that they are not getting full advantage of what their resources. What you will do to, what will be your steps to take the measures to eliminate those forces out of the scenario?
To further formalize this question, I would say, let me just put some more words to it. For the past 5 years, whenever people asked Mr. Rahman Malik about Karachi, he said it's a provincial matter of the Home Minister. And that was their own government. Now, should Karachi, in particular, Sindh in general, will be hearing the same thing from whoever the Interior Minister is, that go to your Home Minister?
And I will add something. How will Mr. Nawaz Sharif and PML will remove this impression of Punjabi, Prime Minister of Punjabi government, and become the national leader?
You made Nehal raise an eyebrow, which means...
First of all, let Qureshi allow me for a second to go in past, in history. When Pakistan was created, there was no Punjabi, Sindhi, Baloch, Urdu speaking, and whatever, Mahajir, Bihari, nothing, no Bengali. There was a one mission in their mind. Then there was a one dream to see their prosperous homeland. So in case of Pakistan, this interprovincial question does not arise in perspective of past. But due to the dictatorial rule and due to the failure or deliberate failure of democratic forces, yes, this question has raised not once but on many occasions. And regional forces has emerged not once, on many occasions. And we pay very high price for that. That was typical of East Pakistan. Now, being a Pakistan Muslim League and ordinary member, I do consider that my party is not a party based on Balochistan, KPK, Sindh or Punjab, not based on rural or urban. If you go through the result, in Karachi we got a set of rural areas of Malir called Hakim Baloch. we got a set of Sindhi speaking, we got a set of Punjabi speaking, Pashtun speaking. So this is the prime responsibility of my party, because we treat a person as a Punjabi or a Balochi or a Sindhi, he is primarily a Pakistani. And this is the reflection, you people and the voters of Pakistan has changed this myth by giving us the mandate in Balochistan. We are the almost the largest party in Balochistan. We are having a representation in Karachi. We are having a representation in rural Sindh. We are having a representation in KPK and the rest of the Punjab. So, the people of Pakistan want to remove this ethnic division, and rest assured that there will be no such a provincial hatred and there will be a provincial harmony. And on the other hand, after 18th Amendment, there is a full autonomous. And rest of all, I rest assure you that Mian Nawaz Sharif has never ever said a single word about Punjab. The allegation levels on Mian Muhammad Nawaz Sharif is fake, wrong. They should be ashamed. If anyone can produce any audio or video that Nawaz Sharif has ever said this word during chief ministership or prime ministership, never ever. It is a fabulous allegation against him. And again, I would like to say that we will never say Inshallah Ta'ala. And this time we are not in the power to enjoy the privilege and perks. We are here, that a responsibility is on our shoulder, and it should be our faith that this country has been given as a, what you call, gift by our ancestors. We are carrying the same blood of sacrifice.
And I'm running short on time, so I'm trying to move faster. The autonomy that you talked about, that, you know, it's fantastic. Autonomies, they're great. But this autonomy in the past has actually been a huge problem. Because in Punjab, you guys didn't have electricity. And Shehbaz Sharif kept saying, we're not being given electricity. And there was this center and now it's just same dynamics, different province. So I repeat my question, and I urge to answer quickly. I have about 3 minutes left. Karachi's situation, the bhatta, the extortion, the law and order, the target killing, is this now still a provincial matter, or will the PML government get involved and try to solve this?
There is a local matter, regional matter, provincial matter, and national matter. And
so you will take ownership.
Yes. And as you have said regarding that past experience of Punjab energy, well, when there is a intention, if your intention is clear, and when there is a will, there is a way. And the Karachi's issue is our issue. As just a week before Mr. Sharif was at Karachi airport, I was along with him. He said, I want to use the Urdu word, हमें तुमसे प्यार है, तुम वोट दो ना दो, हमें तुमसे प्यार है. And we want to give Karachi peace, prosperity, business-friendly situation and environment. We want to give these young people, we want to snatch this Kalashnikov, and we want to present, this is their right. It's a laptop, a better education, a small loan. We want to give you a metro bus system. We want to give you underground, inshallah. During this tenure of 5 years, we want to change this entire scenario of Karachi.
Should we expect the minimum salary of a worker to be 15,000 in the coming budget?
Well, it is a very tough subject and very tough question. At this moment, it is the question. This question belongs to Mr. Ishaqdar, not to me. I am not really.
It belongs to PML-N.
Budget is on the way. We are heading towards a budget.
The questions will be answered very quickly. Very short question, a very short answer.
As you said, when there's a will, there's a way. So, are you willing to unblock YouTube anytime soon?
What?
Are you willing to unblock YouTube anytime?
No. But rest assure you, if anything goes against Pakistan, our faith, our religion, and our profit, obviously we will not give up. For some pennies and coins, we will not sacrifice the honor. And this is a track record of PML-N. That when there was a $5 billion offer from Bill Clinton, we said, no, this is our national pride. We want to be a nuclear power. So for this purpose, we can't compromise on Pakistan's honor and dignity.
Thank you very much. I will close with, again, Sushi Chronicles tweet, which she says, fixing Pakistan's problems is not a one-person job. We all need to stand up. The elections have happened. The Twitterati, the Facebook lot, the educated, or whatever, the upper echelon, as Mr. Sadafi said yesterday, the burgers, whatever you want to call them. Though I resent, I wish Mr. Rafiq hadn't used that word. I think it's a derogatory term. But regardless, whatever you call them, maybe they're not happy with the outcome. Maybe they were really hoping for Mr. Imran Khan to come, which is fine. Hasn't happened. These are elections. These things happen. But I would really urge Pakistan to work with this government. It is a very interesting election. They have a very, very strong presence in the assembly. They're not dependent on coalitions, which is really amazing. I did not think 2013 any party will come out with such a mandate. This is a great opportunity, but a nightmare for PML, because they have no excuse for failing. As Mr. Nehal said, they've got huge responsibility. I like to believe that whatever mistakes PML may have made in the past, the signs are right. Mr. Nawaz Sharif went to Mr. Imran Khan. He's saying all the right things. The body language is right. The words are right. I have a feeling, and I know this for whatever reason, that first time when Mr. Nawaz Sharif was the Prime Minister, he said to someone, I don't have money, I don't need money, I have money, I have all that I need. I want my name to be written in golden words in the history of Pakistan. He missed that opportunity. Here's this fantastic opportunity. I would like to believe that these names will go down in history of Pakistan in golden words. Good luck, and let's work together for a better Pakistan. Until next time.